This news blast is brought to you by Haven, helping all victims in need from Armstrong County, Pennsylvania. They will be holding discussion groups focused on domestic violence in rural parts of the county. The event's schedule is available on the Pennsylvania Equality Project website at paequality.com. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the morning news blast for March 18th, 2025. The right-wing media outlet, Fox News, spent nearly twice as much time covering President Donald Trump's anti-transgender executive orders as did the more moderate cable news outlets CNN and MSNBC, according to a new study by the progressive watchdog organization Media Matters. However, most of Fox News' coverage of the orders occurred on its opinion shows, and nearly all of its coverage excluded actual trans people speaking about their experiences. During the first month of Trump's presidency, he issued several anti-trans executive orders, including one banning federal recognition of trans people, one banning trans female athletes, one banning trans military members, and another banning gender-affirming care for trans people 19 and younger. Fox News spent 4 hours and 8 minutes covering these orders between January 20th and February 19th. Comparatively, MSNBC only spent 2 hours and 33 minutes covering the orders, and CNN only spent 2 hours and 9 minutes. Fox News had 85 coverage segments on Trump's orders, whereas CNN had 39 and MSNBC had 32. Fox News also referenced the orders in 83 teasers and mentions, that is, in promotional teaser videos, encouraging viewers to watch upcoming broadcasts and passing mentions of Trump's orders during coverage of unrelated topics. Comparatively, CNN and MSNBC aired 53 and 51 teasers and mentions, respectively, that referenced the orders. Fox News personalities and guests also mentioned the issue more frequently in segments that were about a different topic, suggesting that Fox viewers were reminded of the orders more often than those of other networks, Media Matters wrote. All three networks covered the anti-trans orders for similar amounts of time in their news programs, from 1 hour and 37 minutes on Fox News to 1 hour and 51 minutes on MSNBC, with CNN falling in between them at 1 hour and 42 minutes. However, Fox News spent much more time discussing the orders in its opinion shows. Fox News' opinion shows spent 2 hours and 30 minutes on the orders, but CNN's opinion shows spent just 27 minutes, and MSNBC's spent just 42 minutes. Fox News dedicated a majority of its coverage to Trump's banning of trans female athletes, or as Trump's order called it, keeping men out of women's sports, a trans-related topic that hits upon one of our most emotional touch points as Americans, according to non-binary sports journalist Katie Barnes. Overall, all three networks' coverage of the topic accounted for 51% of all cable news segments about Trump's anti-trans orders. Fox also spent 31 minutes covering Trump's ban on gender-affirming care for people under the age of 19, or as Trump's order calls it, protecting children from chemical and surgical mutilation. Trump's mention of mutilation distorts and demonizes the social and hormonal transitional care given to young trans people. Almost all major American medical associations have declared such care as safe, effective, and essential to young trans people's overall well-being. Comparatively, CNN and MSNBC only spent 1 and 7 minutes, respectively, discussing Trump's ban on gender-affirming care. The lack of coverage reveals their reluctance to cover the issue at length. Most of the coverage on Trump's anti-trans orders didn't feature a trans or gender non-conforming guest. Only 14% of the 12 guest segments on all three networks included such a guest. CNN aired 7 such guest segments, MSNBC ran 4, and Fox News featured 1 transphobic conservative trans millionaire, Caitlyn Jenner. A majority of segments with a trans or gender nonconforming guest covered Trump's ban on trans military members. Similar guests appeared on CNN and MSNBC during 3 segments covering Trump's trans female athlete ban and 3 segments covering Trump's ban on federal recognition of trans people. No news network had any trans or gender nonconforming guests during its coverage of Trump's ban on gender-affirming care. Put another way, trans voices remain largely absent in cable news coverage on the political issues most affecting their lives, civic participation, and well-being. Way to go, all 3 networks. You screwed over the trans community, and you did not care at all. If you are watching our videos on the PEP Radio YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Up next is the National Weather Service forecast for the Meadville area here on PEP Radio.